N8N just released the native Gemini integration, and now we can finally use all of Gemini's capabilities inside of N8N. In this video, I'm going to be showing you an overview of all of these Gemini nodes, as well as how to set everything up and receive your Gemini API key. So here's an overview of all of the Gemini tools. We've got message a model, analyze a document, transcribe a recording, generate an image, generate a video as well. And if you just hit tab and search Gemini over here, you can select that and look at all of the different options that are available as well. So you got analyze audio, and then everything I mentioned before previously. You also have the capability to use the Gemini chat model that's attached to an AI agent. So instead of using ChatGPT, you can now use Gemini Flash if you want to do that as well. What is Gemini? Gemini is Google's LLM, and we will compare it to some of the other large language models like OpenAI and Claude right here. So if you look at some of the statistics here, we'll look at context window. That's how much text the model can remember in a single conversation. And if you look at Gemini Flash as well as Pro, they've both got 1 million context window. And in comparison to the others, Gemini holds up pretty good. Another thing we'll look at is just the intelligence index. And this is just a standardized score based on reasoning, problem solving, and accuracy. You see that Gemini is right there, 65, and then the Pro is 70, right under Grok 4, which is a really good model. And so if we look at the blended price and the speed of 2.5 Flash, it's 99 cents compared to some of these other models. Like if you look at Claude Opus 4, then it's $30. And then if you look at some of the speed here, like Gemini 2.5 Flash, 302 in comparison to the others. And as well as if you look at Pro, 145 median tokens, so speed of text generation, and the median first chunk latency, how long you wait before seeing the first word of the response. It does really well with that, with 13 as well as 41.17. So it's fast, cheap model in comparison to the others, and it holds up pretty well. In order to use Gemini, you used to have to go through an HTTP request, and we no longer have to do that because of this new integration. Now, how you're going to add Gemini into your N8N is first you have to update your N8N. And so I'm on a self-hosted platform here. I'm actually locally hosted. So you'll have to update your N8N either through your locally hosted or self-hosted platform. If you are just on N8N's cloud, then you come down here and there will be an update button and you have to update your N8N through there. I unfortunately can't show you that because I am locally hosted right now. Update your N8N to version 1.103, and then you'll be able to use Gemini's features. Let's go through some of the use cases for Gemini and N8N. First, we'll look at our AI agent. We have our Gemini chat model here, and we want to use the 2.5 Flash. First, before you do this, we need to create a new credential and add in an API key. In order for us to set up the API key, we need to go to aistudio.google.com. We'll go to the top here, get API key, and we'll need to go to usage and billing before we actually create an API key. So select that, and then you'll see down on the bottom here, I've already got mine set up, but what you'll do is open it at the Cloud Console. And for this, you will need to create a Google Cloud Platform account. Once you do that, you will enter in a new project, create that, come back to our Google AI Studio here. Once you have a project selected and all of your billing information done, then we can go get API key, create API key, and you'll select that project that you create right here in your Google Cloud Platform account. And I will leave another video on how to do that as well if you need some further demonstration. So we're going to create our API key, generating the API key, copy this over, and now we'll be able to connect to Google Gemini. There we go. Connection successful. We will refresh this. Okay, we've got that. And now we've got access to 2.5 Flash. And what we'll do here is I'll drag over my open chat here, connected to my AI agent. And now we can use a Gemini inside of our AI agent. So here we go. Hey, what model are you? And here all we have is our agent connected to a chat model and a simple memory. That way it can recall our conversation. I'm a large language model trained by Google. how good are you in comparison to other models? Let's put it on the spot, see what it gives us. Running for 5 seconds. So it's supposed to be a really fast model. This is 2.5 flash, so it's one of the quicker models. As an AI, I don't have personal opinions or the ability to objectively self-evaluate my performance. Generally, models are assessed based on a variety of factors such as Okay. Anyways, now you can use the Gemini model in your AI agent. Let's look at a few different use cases. Excuse me. You also have the messaging model, and so it won't be able to recall your conversation or anything, but just like OpenAI's messaging model, if we go to OpenAI here, type in messaging model, it's pretty much just input and output. And so now we can use Gemini's instead of OpenAI's if you want to go that route. And so let's just go here and we'll actually just use the messaging model right now. Hey, what model are you? When were you born? Got the messaging model working right now. And you'll see we come here, we've got the output. I'm a large language model trained by Google. Don't have a birth date. Gives us an output. And so now you can use the message model function. Now, the nodes that I really like to use are the generate an image, generate a video, and also this download a file and analyze document. So we'll do generate an image first. And now we have access to all of these different image generation tools. And so, like I said before, if you want to find all of these tools, just to give you a quick recap, if you just type in Gemini, you select this on the right here, you'll get access to all of this. And so if you want to generate an image, we'll just delete that, go Gemini, go generate an image. And now this is popped up right here. And once we have our API connected, then we'll have access and be able to use all of the LLMs right away. So we'll choose our model, we'll go 3.0 generate. And yeah, let's generate an image. So we'll go a Pokemon looking character in Japan. Let's execute that and see what it gives us. This is supposed to be one of the better image generation models out there. And so I think they've even got 4.0 now. So I haven't used that one, but we'll check this out. And there you go. There's a Pokemon looking character in Japan. So that's actually pretty sweet. I'm actually going to save that. Pokemon. Save that. Pokemon PNG. And let's generate it. We'll generate a video now. And so I've already generated this video before, but let's actually do this instead of New York. Instead of Japan, we'll go New York. Pokemon like creature walking through New York. So we'll do that. And we'll execute the step here. Get rid of this. A Pokemon like creature walking through New York, and we are using VEO 2.0 generate model for the video creation. And so let's take a look at our video here. We'll go view, and there is a Pokemon like creature walking through New York. I think this video quality is pretty insane. It's not the best idea, but we'll take it. We'll take it for now. We'll run with it. Pokemon like creature walking through New York. That is the Gemini video creation. So if you want to use that, go right ahead. Another node we could use here is the transcribe a recording. So if you've connected a Telegram bot before, you know what I'm talking about with the transcribe a recording. If you want something like Telegram to actually be able to understand your voice recordings, like have a voice function like ChatGPT does in N8N, then you need to use a transcribe a recording. And now we have Gemini as well as OpenAI's transcribe a recording function. So I'm not going to do an example of that one, but what I will do an example of is this download a file. Just want to make sure I'm recording here. Yep. This download a file and analyze a document. So this by itself, I just told it to give me the top 5 key points out of this document. And so what I've done here is I've uploaded a file to my Google Drive. And I actually tried to just add in a Google Doc file, but you actually have to turn it into a PDF, re-upload it to Google Drive. So keep that in mind. It analyzes PDFs. So I've got my Google credentials set up here. If you don't know how to do that, I will leave a link in the description below for that as well. And let's select this one. So you'll just type in whatever PDF is in your Google Drive that you want to analyze. Ours is about Google Gemini. And if I come over here, I'll actually just show you what the document is. And so it's just right here, Gemini 2.5 Flash, Speed Champion, and I just got Claude to write this up for me. But now Gemini has access to it through the download a file node, and then it's going to analyze our document here. So we've got 2.5 Flash, give me the top 5 key points out of this document, and we've selected binary files. Let's actually just execute this first. We'll get our output, we'll get our binary data file. So we're currently downloading the file. We've got the data here. So we could download this file like this, but now if we go to our analyze a document, you'll see that we've got the data here, and then we're going to select binary fields, data for the input data field name using Gemini 2.5 Flash, and we will ask it to give us the top 5 key points out of the document. We'll execute this, and then we will have analyzed a document using Gemini's new node. And there we go. Let's see the output here. So we've got the text. What's the best way to look at this? We'll go table. Here are the top 5 key points from the document, and it just gives us all of that information from our PDF document. And so if you're looking to analyze any files or anything like that, you can use the Gemini Analyze a Document node for that as well. And so these are kind of my favorite Gemini nodes that I've used so far. It's really cool that we can just add them in right away by going here and typing Gemini, and instead of running it through an HTTP request all the time. And now we actually have access to this model as well. If you guys want to learn more about AI and take your automation game to the next level, you should join my school, the AI Automations Club, where you can come and download all of my N8N templates similar to this. You can come over to my classroom section, go to Build Automations, download everything there, as well as get a whole bunch more stuff in my classroom section, and be a part of a great community that's growing every single day. So that is how you use N8N's new Gemini integration. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.